Kodiak 3, which, in my opinion, is the most dominant, best mech in this entire game right now. I'm a little bit biased because I am an assault pilot. I'm also a backup light pilot for the Storm Jaguar competitive team. Um, and I'm a member of Seraphim Rising Storm and have been for the past year or so. So I've been playing this game for a long time, and I've always been an assault pilot. It's always been what I've been best at, and I just I love this mech to pieces. It's so good. So the first thing I want to show you before we get into that is let's take a look at this. You see these right here? These are machine gun mounts, and the reason we put these in here is to shiv these guys up. We want these Gauss mounts to be as high as possible. And if you don't put the machine gun mounts in there, your Gauss mounts are going to be right here, which is equal level with your cockpit. Now, you might think, well, why would I want my mounts above my cockpit? Because I can't see it to shoot it anyway. The reason is hill poking. Hill poking, think defilade. So you're going to come up on a piece of terrain and you're going to be able to just barely peek over the top and shoot somebody, exposing the minimum amount of your mech as possible to the enemy returning fire, and hopefully you get the better trade. In my opinion, this game is fantastic. I really do love Mech Warrior. It's they call it a thinking man shooter, and I believe that is true. You don't have to have the best Twitch skills in the world. I mean, I don't, but I'm still pretty good. And the reason for that is because I'm always thinking, if I go left here, what's the other guy going to do? Is he going to go over here? Is he going to go over there? If I'm on the map here, what can I do to get an advantageous position to get free shots or good trades on the other team? So you don't have to be a top Call of Duty player or anything like that, or the best Overwatch player in the world to be good at this game. You just have to, think and use your head and make good mech building decisions. So we're going to talk about how do we make good mech building decisions with this one. So just recently, PGI made a change to the Kodiak 3. They made a change to Clan UAC 10s, which changed the Kodiak 3 because the very, very, very best build for pugging with the Kodiak 3 was the 4 UAC 10s. And they were just fantastic because UAC 10, UAC 10, UAC 10, UAC 10, so high up there, and it just allowed for fantastic DPS with pretty manageable heat because you could go left side, right side, left side, right side. And as long as you were not overzealous with your clicking, you probably wouldn't jam too often, and you would get out some amazing DPS and put up huge numbers, as in kills and damage. But since they changed that, they upped the ghost heat on it, and it is significant. Enough so where I'm not even going to run the 4 UAC 10 for pugging much anymore, probably ever. I'm just going to stick with the either left poke or right poke Kodiak 3 with the 2 Gauss, 2 ER PPCs. Now the first thing you might see here is, man, he's got a Mark IV targeting computer. What the heck is that about? The reason for that is, first off, zoom level. Second off, projectile speed. Now projectile speed works for the ER PPCs and for the Gauss, which is fantastic. I got a 7% increase in my crit chance, and the targeting time boost is is much better. It's 52.5% better. So that's nice because I always use this guy right here, the targeted info gathering. Knowledge is power in this game. Every single chance you have to be more aware of your surroundings and more aware of the situation that's happening than the other guy, you're going to win because they don't know. So if you're targeting him and you can see he's got a crit right torso, you can shoot that with one dual Gauss shot and put him down. Otherwise, you'd be shooting his CT for who knows how much heat and who knows how much time to put him down. Personally, I always go right torso, left torso, depending on the build. I've been playing this game for a really long time, like I said, so I usually know the builds and I usually know where people have their weapons. Sometimes they surprise me, but most of the time I'm right. So let's take a look at these modules real quick. Advanced Seismic Sensor, absolutely fantastic. If you're sitting on a corner and you're trading, it allows you to see a light sneaking up on you from behind. You're able to turn around, get his leg. After you get his leg, it's easy pickings, just shoot him in the face. I also used improved UAV and improved airstrike. Now let's talk about consumables for a second. The reason why I always carry a improved UAV is because knowledge is power. If you have situational awareness in this game, you're going to do well. You don't have to have the best twitch skills in the world. You don't have to have the best aim in the world. You could just know more than the other guy, and that's going to give you a significant advantage. And there's ways in this game that you can do that, and one of them is improved UAV. So the UAV goes up, it gets you coverage for I don't know, however many meters it is, and this increases the time for 15 seconds, which is fantastic. Now the improved airstrike, some people use cool shot, some people use airstrike. You're not wrong using either one. Basically, they're going to improve the amount of damage that you can do to the enemy. Sometimes you get a really good airstrike and it's better than a cool shot. Sometimes you wish you had a cool shot when you had an airstrike, because just one more shot with that ERPPC would have put that guy down, and oh, I wish I had it. But you know, it's the opportunity cost. Do you want the improved airstrike or do you want the cool shot 9x9? I think they're both good, but you should always carry an improved UAV, because situational awareness is so important in this game. The other thing we use obviously is the Clan Gauss cooldown, which is fantastic, allows you to put out more DPS, and the Clan ERPPC cooldown, which also allows you to put out more DPS. So let's take a look back at the at the weapons. As you notice, the Clan machine gun's going first. That allows you to put these Gauss rifles up top. This is my pug version, so I use an XL385 and I use a lot of ammo. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tons of ammo, which is a lot. That's 30 shots. Normally, unless you're the last guy alive, it's been a really big fight and you're about to put up like 1,300 damage or something, you won't go through all this most of the time. But it's nice to have when you do. So if I was going to use this for, say, one of our Storm Jaguar competitive matches, I would up the engine, bring less ammo. I would still keep the targeting computer Mark IV because it's the biggest one you can fit in the arm, which really helps you sync up the Clan ERPPCs and the Clan Gauss. Now they're still traveling at significantly different velocities. So usually what you'll do is you'll come up, unless they're standing still, I'll go Clan Gauss and then I'll lead. Well, actually, I'll probably lead with the ERPPCs and then hit them directly on with the Clan Gauss just a second later. So they arrive at the same time, theoretically. Because you don't want them to start torso twisting, and then you get a shot on their arm instead of their right torso, which is not what you want. 68 armor, max armor right arm, absolutely needed. You have to have max armor here, left arm, right arm. You can skimp some armor on the legs, that's fine. I do a bunch. This is my pug version, so I do a bunch here. Most people don't shoot your legs because you're the biggest, nastiest, scariest thing out there. They know you got Gauss if they're targeting you, so they're going to go for the Gauss to try to get it to crit and explode. Now, the Gauss ammo does not explode. Gauss ammo is one of the only ammo types in this game that will not explode, so it's a fantastic, little pattern for your Gauss rifle. The more of these slots you fill up, the less chance it has to hit this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 out of 4. I mean, that's still better than, I'd rather have it destroy a Gauss ammo than my Gauss rifle. That's what I'm trying to say, if that makes any sense. The other thing is 12 armor on the head. You don't have to have max armor on your head. You can do, a lot of people do 16. I used to run 6 on my head for a really long time. Anyway, on to like an actual match. Let's try it out. Alright, so we got HPG Manifold on this map, and the first thing I like to do is take a look and see what kind of mechs do I have with me on this drop. What can I expect to see? And the Q button is is very nice. Most people don't use it, but I find it extremely valuable. It lets you see where your enemies or where your friendlies are, and what kind of mech they are. So you'll know, oh, a light's on the left, a light's on the right. Immediately as we come in here, we take a couple of shots on the right side. I miss a few. I made one. Just putting out a little bit of little bit of covering fire for the rest of my fatty assaults that are coming in behind me. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to sit on this hill poke. And I'm just going to see, do we got anybody that's crazy enough to run right at us? It doesn't look like it so far, but I'm going to move up to this next little piece of ramp here and see if there's anybody in that grid off to our right. And there is not. So we're going to turn around and we're going to head back with the main body, because if you are alone in an assault, you are a dead assault. You never want to be alone in an assault. You always want to be surrounded by your buddies. And one thing I want to point out here is that this is not like a match that I picked out that I did like really well and got 1,300 damage in or anything. It's just the first match I played after I recorded that little intro. So I missed a shot. Oh man, that sucks. But it's okay. Sometimes you make shots, sometimes you miss shots. We're going to put a strike on this corner right here and hope that there's more people on that ramp trying to do a little deflate. Oh, and we missed a kill shot on that cicada again. That cicada, I missed a kill shot on him like twice already. And it's really sad because I describe cicadas as catcher mitts for Gauss ERPPC alphas. They really accept them well. They receive those Gauss ERPPC alphas quite well. It's just a big old target. It's nice to hit. Usually you get it, but right there I didn't. Oh, got a nice torso shot on that guy there. He obviously had a crit torso. That's why you always should go right torso first. Most people have all their, if they're running an XL, right torso is a great way to get an early kill shot on something. You don't even have to have them targeted. I'm starting to get hit by LRMs here, so I look up, see a UAV, go ahead and put that guy down, back up because I'm not sure if this strike is going to come in front of me or what. I don't know where it went, but it didn't hit us, so that's good. We come around the corner here, we're going to get a shot on this that guy. Alpha right there, which is nice. We're going to get another one here in a second. Oh, nope, we're going to go for the, we're going to miss that one. This is where right peak would have been superior, because we obviously started doing a right rotation. Missed the UAV with a dual Gauss shot. You don't want to do that, by the way. Don't do that. Use your ERPPCs or your lasers to shoot UAVs. Don't use ballistics. It's just not a good idea. So we're going to come down here. I see those LRMs flying off from the bottom there. I'm going to come up and try to get a shot. Oh! Sneaks behind the corner there. I see a hunchback down here to the left, so I'm going to try to get a kill shot on him. They got that crit left torso before I could get there. So we slowly turn around, coming back, and we're going to try to pressure this right side. Even though we're a left-handed peak, we can still rotate right. There's nothing that says we can't rotate right with a left-handed peak. I'm being blocked a little bit here by some of my heavies, but that's okay. You know, putts happen. Sometimes people just don't get out of your way, and there's no reason to get angry at that or get upset. It's just how it is. It's how this game is. So we're getting a good shot on that Evan right there. We took a pretty big alpha from that hunchback around the corner. Now my armor's getting pretty low, and my leg armor is actually cord, which is the opportunity cost. Oop, nice kill there. Got the Evan, which is the opportunity cost I was talking about earlier. I mean, it's everywhere you look in this game. Do you want more room for double heat sinks? Do you want more room for ammo? Well, you're going to have to take that away from somewhere. Either speed, leg armor, etc., etc. So, that guy was already dead before I fired. Shouldn't have done that. Wasted ammo. But we brought a lot of ammo, so no reason not to. And we're going to cruise out underneath. And there's nothing down here, I don't believe. Nope, nothing down here. So we're going to cruise up on the right side. As you can tell, we have one cap to their 4, and they're getting the 4th one right now. So I encourage the other guys to go get caps. And then I'm going to head up top to the top of Theta, because I'm way too slow to be going and chasing after cats outside of the HPG map. That's just silly. There would be no reason for me to go and try that unless there was significantly less of my teammates. And this turned into a pretty good roll, so there's no reason to do that at all. Let those guys handle that, and you do what you do, which is kill stuff. So come up here, I see this LRM, boom, right in the face. I missed a point blank PPC shot, which sometimes happens. Got him there. And eventually here, I think I finish him off. Yep, there he goes. And I believe that's about it for this match. So, some things we noticed is I could rotate right even though I was left peak. You can still use defilade, which is the hill poke, even if you're a left-handed peak guy and you're going right in this mech, because the mounts are so high. The mounts are above my cockpit. I mean, they're like up here, off to the left top corner of your screen and right top corner of your screen, which is fantastic. So, this is a pretty average match for a Kodiak. I got 3 kills, 500 plus damage or so. So, not bad, not great, but anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a normal match. So, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.